Hello everyone, this is Anne from Odulcina Scrap. So today it's a quick video in between my other videos. So I've been creating this prayer journal that I didn't share yet. And I keep going on decorating this junk journal, the pages. But I needed some items to decorate my pages. And I wanted little booklets. So this video is about doing little booklets like that. So we want some small and medium sizes. You don't want them too big. And you want some to be able to add in some pockets. I don't have belly bands. Like here, I have a pocket, so I could insert a booklet like that in a smaller journal like this one, because I have some examples. If you have like a belly band, you could just slide a little booklet. So you get the point, right? I don't know if I have any pocket here and there, but you're gonna have a flip through of that soon. You're gonna have a flip through of that soon as well. In the meantime, I want to show you what I've been doing. So first I have a little pile that I still need to decorate. So let me show you what I've done first. I sat down, I took all my scraps. Well, not all of them, because there's way much more than that. I took some interesting papers that I had, tissue paper, coffee stain papers, embossed papers. I even used those inventory card from my kit because they're blue. I kind of never used them, so I thought they would be perfect now to use. And what I've been doing, if I show you, I've been adding 3 pages, sometimes just 2. And I've been sewing the pages with my sewing machine in the middle. You could do the same, like 3 holes signature, kind of. I just find it goes faster with my sewing machine. And when I had like coffee stain paper that was really like easily tearable, I've added a washi tape that I added some glue to make sure it's going to hold well. So it's really just a little amount of, oh, here I just added a flap. But the goal is really, as you can see, that's 2 pages, a thin page, and a smaller piece. Here it's 1 piece, 2 piece, an embossed paper, and a smaller piece. Here this is a leftover with modeling paste. It's 2 pages, 2 pages embossed tracing paper and a smaller piece. So as you can see, they are thin, not too big, because I don't want them to be bulky, because if I add them into my journal inside a belly band or a pocket, I don't want them to be very bulky. And I kept the same thinking for decorating them, so I've not been too much bulky and adding too much stuff on it. So let me just show you. So of course, because I still have a very big pile of fussy cutting elements, the boots, the hats, the watercolor flowers. These are 2 new kits that I've added in the Fussy Cut It For You bundles and in the PNG bundles, so you can fussy cut them yourself. So I have a lot of them, and I've been just playing with them because when I come into my workshop, my craft room, sometimes I just don't feel to think too much, right? So I just give myself few elements to play with, and I create batches. This way I don't need to think a lot, and I just have fun. Look at that. This is Crafty Me Shop laces and just a cheesecloth and the fussy cut of the flowers, the watercolor flowers. It's the perfect pink. Just gorgeous. These are the little booties in the bluish. I just added the Crafty Me Shop lace there in my inventory card with a washi tape. And inside you have some embossed paper, coffee stain paper, and this is from an old agenda. I did a few that are smaller, but I was getting into the smaller ones and then I stopped, and of course I've not been back to it since. So just different layers of different heights and length. And I just glued those cute pink boots on top of this embossed paper, and that makes it all. I could add a little fancy yarn bow. That would work. I've used my polka dot sari silk. If you didn't see, I have a new bundle with polka dots. And one of my labels from... I'll put down the name of that kit. I start to have a hard time with my remembering the exact name of my kits. So, and just papers. And look how simple, but how cute it is. Here, it's just a piece of Crafty Me Shop lace, some cheesecloth, and the big hat there. And some papers. That's it. These boots with just the polka dot with the peachy pink, so it goes well with anything that needs neutral. So it's kind of a tone-on-tone booklet here, except for the middle of the page with the agenda page. All right, here the little, I love those blue booties. I hope I say it correctly, that they are booties because they're smaller boots. Oh, I even added a hat there because you see the tearing was not okay. And then I've glued that tracing paper to hide where the paper was ending and the hat. So it's decorated both sides. And the same booties. Just really, really simple. I've started using that washi tape with gold, and I'm really in love with that. Anyway, so how cute is that? Just some laces, cheesecloth, the fussy cut, and I'm using always those boots and hat, but you can use any fussy cut. Here I've added some glitters and some bows from you know, in my fancy yarns. There's some, these are pink, but there's a few that they have kind of those bows, and these were kind of yellow, ivory, off-white, yellowish. So I just glued 3 of those there to add some 3D effect, and a smaller one with some just few little papers. And this time I decorated with a fancy yarn that goes through the middle, just like that. So now I'm gonna kind of show you how I've been doing all of those, well, pretty much all of those, in Speedy mode. So this last part of the video is interesting for those of you who wants to see the process. So I'm going in Speedy mode just so it's not too boring and too long in length, but you're gonna kind of see me trying different options and see me gluing the stuff down, inking, and decorating a bunch of those little booklets. First of all, you can take any kind of fussy cut images, right? It doesn't need to be those. And you need a pile of scrap laces, fabric, sari silk, chiffon silk, ribbons, and you just add a little because you really don't want that booklet to become too bulky. I love to do little projects like that. And we need some to fill our pages, like the pockets and the belly bands and envelopes that we have in the journals. We kind of need those. So that's an idea that it's easy to do, it's cute. You can do a ton of journaling in it, so it adds a lot of space for journaling. And what I love about booklets too is that you can use a booklet per kind of theme. So let's say in a prayer journal, you can use a booklet for a specific situation, a specific prayer, and you keep the booklet just related to that. So if you do scripture writing, you can use it for a theme about grace, about love, about redemption, about forgiveness, and you can put all the scriptures that are related to that or a specific story in the Bible. Everything would be there: the Noah story, Esther story, whatever, Daniel's story, and it's all condensed into the booklet. So it applies to your life as well. So you can document a specific family event, a birthday, whatever, right? A miracle that happened in your life. I get that question often because here in Quebec, Canada, where I live, junk journals is still like a not known hobby. People just don't know what are junk journals. So every time that I say that I'm doing junk journals or even doing digitals, they have no clue what I'm talking about. And then the next question is always, but what do you do with that? How do you use it? And of course, it is, for me, it's more like a journal that I love to flip through and just look at the pages and open the pockets and the flips, and I'm happy just to find a special paper in it or a special design or something very cute. I'm not a real I'm not doing a lot of journaling. This is just how I am. I'd love to do more journaling, to write down more stuff, but it seems like I always have that blank page syndrome, white page syndrome. Yeah, I never know what to write there, and nothing is never important enough to put there. But over time, I came up with some ideas, and these I can do. So if you're in a situation similar to me, you would like to write down things, but you just don't know what, find themes. So my first junk journal that I started reading the Bible from the New Testament, and I've been going chronically, and everything that I was reading that was speaking to me or that was more important in my mind or something that I would like to reference later or remind me later, I was writing it down. And I just found that reading my Bible was so much more interesting just because from time to time I was writing down something in my journal. And even since I can go back to that journal and just do the flip through and read back those scriptures. And it's really interesting and fun to do, actually. So we can do the same kind of logic with any other kind of things. Like we can have a junk journal for miracles that happened in our life or people around us, um, love stories, birth stories, steps from a new kid. You just write down the notes there, and family events and that kind of stuff. So, and if you don't have enough to dedicate a whole junk journal to it, well, this is where the booklets are very interesting, because in a junk journal you can dedicate a junk journal for a specific year, and within that junk journal you have different themes or subjects based on pages or booklets or scrappy pads, that kind of stuff. So when you go through the journal, you know that everything in it is related to the year 2024, but then every page or booklet or scrappy pad or envelope has its own kind of theme. Either a birthday, a celebration, a wedding you've been through, an event that you've participated, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm just sharing some ideas. I know that in my audience, all of you watching the videos, there are some of you that you know about the junk journals since a longer time than me, but there's a lot of new people that they just look at the thumbnail on YouTube and they find it cute. They come, they have a look, and they discover the junk journal world. And now what they can do with that. So this is what I'm trying to explain. If you are new to this, these are ideas. And even if you're not new to it, maybe the ideas that I'm talking about might be something new for you, another idea that you never saw it that way. So, but let me know. I would be curious if you leave me a comment there below this video to tell me, are you making junk journals or buying junk journals? And what do you do with those? Are you more like just to do flip throughs and watch through it and you have a big collection of those? Or you really use them for journaling? And then if you're journaling, what do you write down in it? Is it like a daily diary? Or you do like me, subjects and themes and years and that kind of stuff? I'm just curious. Maybe I'm gonna learn something from you and it will give me some ideas. Yeah. But I must admit, personally, what I love about junk journals is just to create them. I don't really care if I'm gonna write down in it. I'm not even doing it for a collection, even if the cutest ones I just need to keep them, because I still love to do the flip through from time to time. I can do a journal and over time watch it like 50 times. Yeah, that is crazy, but the sound of the pages, they're grungy and crinkles, and that is so fun, so satisfying. And I love all the time that I'm in my craft room and watching videos and getting inspired and then trying to reproduce them and finding a cute digital, printing it, using it. Now I design those digitals, but I've been at some point the buyer and I bought so many. Oh my goodness. I hear you all when you can't resist. Yeah, this is how it is. But even though, like, just watching those papers and those cute designs and those cute flowers and those cute laces, and how can we resist to that? But at least we can do something out of it, and this is where the junk journal comes in. At least we create a journal, we create an item that is tangible, that we can flip through, that we can look over and over, and it gives a purpose to have those cute items, to have a wall of laces like I have. Like, what would be the purpose to have that if I was not making any junk journals, right? So for me, it is my hobby. I've been a very avid scrapbooker for many years too. And but now the kids are grown up, there's less pictures, and I feel more like doing junk journals. And of course I could put some pictures there, especially now that all of our pictures are digitals. So digitalized. So even if a picture would lose its colors, or would lose some quality over time because it's glued to a non-acid free glue or non-acid free paper and that kind of stuff, we keep the original in our computers and we can just print it again and over. Oh well, enough talking now. We've been through the whole process. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.